video in a really long time. When I first started this channel, I was in the middle of a really crazy storm, living with two religious narcissists, and it was just so hard. I was also going through a lot of grief, having a good friend of mine pass away, and just a lot of smear campaigns as well from the religious narcissist, and my whole world was turned upside down, and it was just crazy. But since then, so much has changed. Still a lot of craziness, but we're on an incline. So things are getting better, but the biggest thing is I'm changing, and the renewing of my mind, and all the things that God has taught me through this time. And it's literally like being like a spy in the enemy's camps, and just finding out all their secrets, all their tactics. And but the biggest thing is figuring out how to combat how they affect you. And so that's what I was really working on these past couple years, because I did get free of them about a year ago, but there's still more in my life. It's like you defeat one level and you go to the next, and there's a new giant to defeat. And so, but the main ones were the ones that I was living with and seeing on a daily basis. And so that was just so stressful. Life is already hard enough. But in your own home situation, walking on eggshells every day, my cortisol levels were crazy. So much inflammation. I am feeling a lot better, doing a lot healthier, lost some weight. And I'm just getting more re-regulated. And yeah, I was just healing from abuse, healing from complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And I was so stressed out when they left. I mean, while they were here, that when they left, I was just like, everything should be fine. I should be fine. And I was just kind of in shock and really hard on myself, because I just thought, after they left, like, I should be back to normal. I should snap back, bounce back. Like, my oppressor is gone. Why am I still struggling so hard to come back to myself, come back into my desires, my passions, the things that I need to do? But I was still just emotionally depleted. It's almost like I was doing better while they were there, because they became like a motivator to stay away from them. So I was going to the gym for a period. When things got really bad, I was like, you know what? I have this 24-hour gym membership. So if I need to get out of the house and be somewhere, I can go to the gym when like they're stressing me out. I could just stay busy with work. And so I stayed busy while I was with them, trying to run from them, trying to avoid them, try to be home as like the least amount as possible, or just staying cooped up in my room. So when I finally got free of them, it was just like I was so exhausted that I needed to go comatose for and like hibernate for about a year, it felt like. And then some more stuff happened, and it's just, and then you have to work and pay for your bills and all this stuff. And it's just so hard when you're like you reach this peak of your stress bubble, and you finally get a break, and it doesn't feel like a break. And so it's been a long journey, and I'm finally like getting over that big hump and starting to be able to see some more progress and more fruit in my life. And I am not in the clear yet, but I've changed so much. Got strengthened, and I learned so much. And so this is what I want this channel to be about, all these things that I've learned, the renewing of my mind, and just how to get out and get back to yourself, because you know, the problem is much bigger than the narcissist, because it is a form of brainwashing abuse as well. It's kind of like worse than Stockholm syndrome, because you become your own abuser after they leave. And it took me a while, like it literally hit me, I think yesterday, where there was something that was really bothering me about myself, and I've been so hard on myself about, and like stressing myself out. And then like I was taking a nap, and I like woke up, and I was like, oh my God, it's like the same exact issue that I've had my entire life, that the original narcissist in my life was pushing on me that I wasn't good enough, devaluing me for, that I've now become my own like inner critic and slave driver, and doing the same thing, and like stressing myself out with these like this toxic thought of like, why aren't you doing this right? Why aren't you getting this? Why can't you get over this? And it's the fact that I was putting so much pressure on myself, the same exact way that I felt all those years ago as a small child, that was debilitating. And so, yeah, that's some of the stuff that I've been learning, is like how to get a renewing of your mind so you don't become your next abuser. Like, this is how the cycle continues. It's like they ingrain things in you, so even after they're gone, you continue the pattern on your own, and you end up finding more people that are just like them, until you recognize like what it is that you need to break to stop inviting these people in. And yeah, I make a joke, it's like I fell out of like the narcissistic tree and hit every single branch down, because my entire life I've never gotten like a long break from them. Like, it's always been one after the other. And it all started because this was in my family system. And so I always thought, you know, this is just how people are, or certain people are. And I didn't know the difference. And so I've always just tolerated it. And you just enable and tolerate, and like, well, no. As a little kid, I was a truth teller and very outspoken, and I got silenced. And you get gaslit and triangulated to start thinking like this is normal, when it's not. So I won't say that I've always thought it was normal. Like, no, I came into the world knowing this was so abnormal. And that's why I got so much brainwashing and abuse, so I could start internalizing it and taking the shame on to myself, because they're not in the wrong. I'm wrong for calling them out, or I'm seeing things wrong, or like everything would be fine, and like the whole family would be fine if I could just get it together. Like, I'm causing this stress in the family by like having an opinion about something, or speaking out that I don't like being treated this way. And it's just, and it's gaslighting. And when nobody is in your corner and you're a small child, and like this just becomes like your norm in your day-to-day life, you do start to internalize and, you know, just think like, oh, it's you, it's not them. And then you're right where they want you. So I'm finally able to see so much clearer, have so much discernment, and yeah, I can't wait to share more of my revelations with you guys, but I just wanted to check in and make this video and say hello and welcome to my channel, and yes, stay tuned.